school are up in arms tonight over a decision to not let a grandma go to prom.
Bryce Maine went all out to invite his grandma Catherine to a senior prom. While it may be special for him, the gesture was even more heart-wrenching for Catherine, who was never able to attend prom while she was in school. However, the gesture was short-lived after administrators said she couldn't go even after she had already purchased a dress.
I asked him, I said, give me one reason why, and he said alcohol, in case, she was trying to distribute it.
It's sad, but I hope he just didn't classify me, in the same group as other people that would serve alcohol.
Nah, Nanny. The school's prom is on April 15th, and the students have begun using the hashtag #LetNannyGoToProm in hopes the school overturns their decision. We'll keep you updated.
Okay, change in the weather is beginning to transition. We'll use that word because we have cold air, relatively dry, moving in our direction, while that ridge of high pressure that brought the warmth today moves to the east. So the wind machine is turning on once again. Everywhere that you see that kind of yellowish amber tan out there, that's where we have a high wind warning out over the high desert, and now including this area right through here, which is the Kern County mountain passes, and the wind advisory fills the valley floor. So this is a pretty cool little indication of the kind of computer models we use to forecast the weather. The bright colors is where the strong wind is right now at 11 o'clock. As we move it forward, you'll see some of that blue and yellow begin to show up in the valley at 8:30 in the morning. And you see the winds now, this is for NAS Lemoore, this point location, are almost at 12 miles per hour. Moving forward, the colors get a little bit brighter and even brighter, and the winds go up to 21.75 miles per hour by 11:30 in the morning, right in this general area. As we move forward, you get the picture, more color, more wind, 25-mile-an-hour winds, and now we're talking close to 30-mile-an-hour winds out of the north, sustained, moving along the central and west side of the valley floor. 2:30 in the afternoon, they slack up a little bit, but we still got a 25-mile-an-hour wind just before sunset. And then once the sun goes down, things settle down to roughly teens, but anywhere from 15 to 20-mile-an-hour winds, even at 11 o'clock, remaining breezy. So that's why we're talking about blowing dust potential for tomorrow and a windy cool down that's moving our way. Today's high was 74. We don't expect to get out of the 60s tomorrow afternoon. This morning's low was 48. Right now, we are in the low to mid 50s and even a 63 in Fresno as we speak. And here, ta-da, are the winds. There are none, but they will pick up because the pressure gradient will increase. And the point location we were looking at for those winds was right over here. So we have about a 7-mile-an-hour wind out of the west out there in Kings County as of right now. Calm winds for Fresno, 10 miles visibility, and dry air in place. Good air quality on tap to moderate conditions, but the qualifier being the blowing dust and the pollen in the air. Snow showers for the high Sierra, not a whole lot of accumulation, but the snow level will be at 8,000 feet initially, probably down to closer to 7 by this time tomorrow night in the southern Sierra Nevada. Clouds increase in the overnight hours and the winds begin to pick up. Right now we're getting northwesterlies about, let's say 6 to 12, but look at the haze in the sky there for tomorrow. Areas of blowing dust with northwest winds 15 to 30, gusting to 40 or 45 on the west side of the valley. For Sunday, 82. That means we're going to gradually warm up. And next week, it's all about spring. There you go.
Bring it on.
Nice.
All right, Kevin, thanks.
Well, big game in the NBA tonight. Had a lot of